So Thursday is day 3 of the Cheltenham Festival. Halfway through, doing quite well so far. Hopefully we can keep up. Start on the Thursday with probably one of the bankers of the week in Envoy Allen. It's 1:20 in the Marsh Novice Chase. This actually looks quite a deep race to me. I thought he was going to cut up quite a bit. 1 to 2 looks a bit short, but it's hard to oppose him. He has won every race he's been in. He won the Bumper, he won the Ballymore last year, so he's got festival form. On official ratings, he's about £10 clear of this field. He looks banker material to me. The one that I'll put up to follow him home, maybe in the forecast, is Sham Blue. Really exciting jumper, probably the most exciting jumper you'll see all week. Absolutely pings all its fences. Won at Kempton over Christmas. That was a grade 1. Disappointing last time out, but that was really heavy ground. And he got chinned on late home up the running. I don't think he would have appreciated the ground there, so this will probably suit him a bit quicker ground. 1:55, we've got the Pertemps hurdle. It's over 3 miles staying hurdle. It's a big wide open handicap. There's 23 runners. You can make a case for quite a few of these. I'm going to put one at a really big price here. Copperhead, running for Colin Tizard. He's currently best price of 40 to 1, which I think is a cracking each way bet. He was campaigned over fences last year and went off at 6 to 1 for the RSA, which is the top novice chasers for staying racing for novice chasers. It fell. It was a bit disappointing there, but he'd previously won a grade 2. I've noticed they've switched back to hurdles here. I wonder if they're trying to exploit his handicap mark. I think he's about £5 or £6 lower over hurdles. He'll stay the trip. We know he stays well. John Joe O'Neill Jr.'s booked to ride. I do like him in staying handicap hurdles. I think 40 to 1's a decent each way price. He's only 7. There's still a possibility that he can be improving. And the Colin Tizard form are coming back to a little bit of form. They've had a couple of placed horses this week that have ran on behind Shiskin and Monkfish, so I think it's quite a good bet at 40 to 1. The other one I like in this race is Mrs. Milner for Paul Nolan. It's Paul Nolan's only runner coming over from Ireland this week. It fell last time out, but it had previously placed round Cheltenham over course and distance earlier on in the season. That's a 14 to 1 shot. I'll have a little bet on him. Her is a mare. I'll also have a bit on Copperhead. Next, we've got the 2:30. It's the Ryanair Chase. This looks a real tough nut to crack. We've got 13 runners in it. 3 of the prominent in the betting and William Mullins horses. I'm quite keen to take them on. Min won this race last year. He's a great horse, but he's 10 now. He's getting on a bit. Got pulled up last time at the Dublin Racing Festival. He didn't travel at all. I wonder if his best days are behind him. Allaho, I'm also quite keen to get beat. He's been here a couple of times at the festival. I don't think he really gets home. And a Melon's the other one of the Willie Mullins horse that occupies the sort of prominent places in the betting. He finishes second, far too much for me. Doesn't really win. The one I've come down on is Sam Crow. Previously with Gordon Elliott, now under the care of Denise Foster. 2-time festival winner. Won the Ballymore here as a novice hurdler and won the Marsh Chase last year. He's currently a double-digit price. The best price I can find is 11 to 1. I think that's a cracking each-way price. He, as I say, he's course and distance winner, winning the Marsh here last year. I'm happy to forgive him his runs earlier on this season. A lot of the Gordon Elliott horses were running below form. They tried him over 3 miles over Christmas. That's not his trip. This is his trip. 2 miles, 4 furlongs. I think he's a great bet at 11 to 1. As I said, he's won 2 previous festivals. He knows how to get up the hill, and I think he'll be coming home. We've seen with Tiger Roll yesterday, we've written these horses off. The Gordon Elliott horses are now with Denise Foster, and they've just found a bit. He's beat them to come back for Cheltenham. Forget about the Christmas runs. This is the time of year that they want to be with them. Speaking of horses who've had poor runs this season, we can move on to the 305, the feature race of day 3, the Stayers Hurdle. The horse I like here, much like Sam Crow, has been disappointing this season, but has won twice at the festival before, and that horse is Sire de Burley. As I said, he was with Gordon Elliott, now in the care of Denise Foster. He's currently best price of 11-2. Now this horse has won at 2 previous festivals. It won the Pertemps Handicap Hurdle the last 2 years. Last time it won that, it was running off top weight and was giving a couple of pounds away to the Storyteller, who reopposes here. Absolutely loves the place. I say forgive its runs over Christmas. It needs good ground. It needs a strong pace. It's going to get that here. You've got horses like Flooring Porter, who will make the run in, Little Rockefeller, Sam Spinner. They'll all go really fast. It's just going to settle. Big field, strong pace is absolutely what Sire de Burley wants. If you go back and watch the race that it won last year, the Pertemps, it won that in a quicker time than the Stayers Hurdle. Amazing, and the handicap's quicker than a Grade 1. But last year was a bit of a strange result. They went a bit slow and it became a bit of a sprint at the end, I think. But this year we're going to get a real strong pace from the get-go. The Stayers will come through, and I don't think anyone will be staying up that hill better than Sire de Burley. 11-2, it's my nap of the day. 340, we've got the Paddy Power Plate Handicap. It used to be called the Brown Advisory Handicap. Novices had tend to do well in this race recently, but I'm going to look at the other end of the scale. I'm going to look at a 10-year-old, well exposed, loads of runs in the form of Happy Diva. But this mare absolutely loves Cheltenham, some rock solid form around there. Second in this race last year, previously beat Brelan Das, I forget its name. So yeah, it likes the place regularly in the first 2 or 3. 16-1, I think, is a good each way bet for Kerry Lee and Richard Patrick. I say it's run off a mark of 145 here. I think it's a few pounds lower than when it came second last year. If it runs anywhere near the level it's capable of, I think this can definitely hit the frame for us. 16-1, I'm hoping for a decent each way return there. 4:15 is the penultimate race on Thursday. It's the Mares Novice Hurdle. Willie Mullins has won this race 5 times in the 5 years that it's been going. I find it really hard to oppose him here. He's got a couple of runners, but I think I'm going to have to. And the reason is because Royal Kahala is in this race. Royal Kahala was looking very good in its previous starts. Came second last time out to Rosie's Hollow, but it was giving her a couple of pounds. Rosie Hollow and Galois got the penalty in this. They've got to try and give £5 away to Royal Kahala. I don't think they'll be able to. I think slightly better ground should suit. Kevin Sexton, Peter Fahey, they've only got 2 runners this week. This is the one they've come over for. It's 5-1, it's favourite. I think Willie Mullins' stranglehold on the Mares Novice Chase might be over. And finally, on Thursday, 4:50, it's the Kim Muir Challenge Handicap. Normally for amateurs, there's no amateurs in this field. Obviously, they're not allowed to race. The one I'm siding with here is Hold the Note for Johnny Burke and Mick Shannon. It's currently best price of 8-1. Ran well at the festival last year. Had 9 runs over fences and still a novice. Still a maiden, still unbeaten, still yet to win. But as I said, it's had its wind up. It's his second run back. Ran well at the festival last year, finishing second in the handicap that's not there anymore. It used to be the Close Brothers handicap. They've got rid of it from the festival now. But 8-1, I think it seems a fair price. The step up in trip should suit. And we know it's got festival form. Not one of my strongest selections of the day, so I'll only be having a small bet on that, but hold the note for me. Hopefully he can finally break it stuck at the festival. So that's all for day 3. Hope you're all having a good time watching the horses, and please bet responsibly.